stretching from the icy shores of the Arctic to the mountains of Central Asia, and from Eastern Europe to the Pacific Ocean. The Russian Empire controlled more territory than any empire before it, except for the Mongols. But how did it grow so vast? And why did it fall apart so dramatically in the 20th century? The story begins in 1547, when Ivan IV, known as Ivan the Terrible, declared himself the first Tsar of all Russia. He expanded Russian lands eastward, conquering the Kazan and Astrakhan Khanates, opening the way to Siberia. Over the next 2 centuries, Russia absorbed enormous territories, often through war, colonization, and diplomacy. Under Peter the Great in the early 1700s, Russia modernized, built a navy, and moved its capital westward to St. Petersburg, a city built on swamps but aimed toward Europe. Peter transformed Russia from a medieval kingdom into a European-style empire. Through brutal reforms, European alliances, and total control. Then came Catherine the Great, who ruled from 1762 to 1796, one of the most powerful female monarchs in history. She continued Peter's mission of westernization, expanded the empire into the Crimea, and championed Enlightenment ideas, at least on paper. Under her rule, Russia became a true European superpower, culturally vibrant, militarily dominant, and politically feared. By the early 1800s, the empire had become a dominant force in both European and Asian affairs. By the late 19th century, Russia ruled over more than 180 ethnic groups, stretching across 11 time zones. The Trans-Siberian Railway, completed in 1916, connected Moscow to Vladivostok, a symbol of industrial ambition. But beneath the surface, cracks were forming. While aristocrats lived in luxury, millions of peasants struggled in poverty. Revolutionary ideas, socialism, anarchism, and Marxism began to spread like wildfire. The empire was a powder keg. Then came 1905. Russia lost a war against Japan, and a massive uprising nearly toppled the monarchy. Tsar Nicholas II granted limited reforms, but many believed it was too little, too late. World War I was the final blow. Russia's armies suffered enormous casualties. The economy collapsed, people starved. In 1917, after centuries of imperial rule, the Russian people rose up. The February Revolution forced Nicholas II to abdicate. A provisional government took over, but it didn't last. Just months later, the Bolsheviks, led by Vladimir Lenin, staged the October Revolution, seizing power and ending the Russian Empire forever. What followed was civil war, famine, and the birth of a new system, the Soviet Union. The Russian Empire was a paradox, a realm of grandeur and violence, elegance and repression, philosophy and autocracy. It gave the world Tolstoy, Tchaikovsky, and Dostoevsky, but also secret police, exile in Siberia, and ruthless power struggles. Its collapse shaped the entire 20th century, leading to communism, the Cold War, and modern geopolitics. So next time you look at a map, remember, one empire once stretched across 1/6 of the earth and vanished in a single year.